Good morning. I am back out at Folsom. I'm going to try a lot of the same stuff I did last week, but I'm going to try it in new water. I'm going up to the powerhouse, all the way up past Rattlesnake, so I'm going to have quite a drive. There's a little creek right by the old powerhouse. I really don't know much about it. I don't know if it's still in use or not. I've got a Senko tied up, a fluke, some top water, drop shots, of course. I'll get the temperature when I stop, but we have quite a drive. It's already about almost 8 o'clock. I'm running a little bit late this morning, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet and get to it. Well, I didn't make it very far. It's super cold. I'm going to start out with the same Senko that I did really good on last week. It's weightless, wacky rig. Since last week, the water's come up about 2 feet since I've been here. So I know there's a ton of rocks right out there. That's where I caught I believe he was about 2.2. I got one fish here off of these rocks. Most of the fish that I got was on the other side of this island right here. I do want to get up to that powerhouse as quickly as possible. I'm just going to wait for a little bit of sun because it is flipping cold right now, man. Right now, I do not see any carp up shallow spawning at all. Yeah, this is definitely a different week. A whole lot colder. I don't know how this wacky rig's going to do this week. Might be a lot slower. There's one. Got one. Boy, it's just a little baby bite too. Okay, well they're still hitting the wacky rig. All right, he's a keeper, not very big. Not very big at all, but he's definitely a keeper. All right. Good to see they're still hitting the wacky rig. That didn't take too long. I was here for maybe 5 minutes. About 5 minutes, maybe. He's little. I don't even think he's a pound, but we'll weigh him and see. .01. Not big, but he's a keeper. All right. See you later, bud. Thanks for biting. I mainly just wanted to stop here to see if they were still on the same kind of structure as last week. See if they were still eating Senkos. That last bite that I got, it didn't feel like a bite at all. It really felt like he was just sitting there going jump, 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 jump in the same spot. I'll give my jerkbait a try. It's my favorite Lucky Craft jerkbait out here. It's a shallow diver. It's scuffed up like crazy. I want to try something other than a Senko real quick. See if I can't get any sort of reaction out here. It's cloudy. It was supposed to be a completely bright, cloudless bluebird day today. It feels colder out here than it was last week. I left my house this morning and it was 50, and I just checked my phone and it's 47 right here. I have not seen one carp yet blow up on shore. So this is definitely a completely different week. A completely different feel from last week too. Nothing's jumping. Bass definitely aren't going for the Senko like they were last week. This is the spot I was at last week where there was a couple of bushes sticking up and they are completely gone. This is a spot where I got 4 within the first hour last week, so I'll try this for a few. I'll give this about 20 minutes or so circling this little area and see if I can't get one. Okay, I got one. Ooh, this one feels pretty good. I can't get a grip on it. Ooh. There we go. Okay, maybe I listened a little bit too much. Man. Oh. Whew. I do not. Okay, good. He's rubbing him over. Yeah, this is a good one. Again, just tiny little taps. There we go. Ooh, man, he is good. Ooh, that is a nice one. That is a nice spot. Wish I had spot lock right now. Oh, got you. Got you, boy. That's a good one. Maybe about 2.5. Ooh, he's warm. I'm gonna say he's 2 1/4. He was fighting like a 3 though. Let's get a weight on him real quick. And I'm now on the spot where I caught him. So that's cool. Okay. All right, bro. Let's see what you weigh. 231. 242, 238. Nice. Almost a 2.5 pounder. Thanks, buddy. Kerplunk. Ooh, he slapped the boat too. I just missed one. What a stupid hit. Hook set, I mean. I just missed one. Oh, there he just hit it again. Dang it. He's chomping on it. I can't tell if he's swimming at the boat with it or what. I think he is. Oh, he just let it go. He was swimming right at the boat with it. Darn it. Shoot. He was swimming right at the boat. Oh, he's still there. Oh, I just snapped my line. Well, I had him. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Almost to Rattlesnake right now. I'm by that submerged bridge. It's really just a couple of pilings. I saw this big cove and there was just a ton of debris out in the water. So with the water at Folsom rising because of that snow runoff, be careful because there's a lot of debris out in the water. There was none up there in the main body, but as soon as I came up this fork here, there was quite a bit. And I'm talking huge logs and everything. First little cove there, I picked up a fish. I just broke my line, snapped my line on a fish. He picked it up and I felt him. And then he was really literally just running to the boat. I set the hook on him and I got him, you know, but it snapped my line on the hook set. There we go. Got a nice little guy. Wacky rig Senko again, weightless. Nice chunky guy. I'll get my pliers. I don't want to stab this guy in the eyeball. Look at how fat he is. Nice little chunky guy. All right, bud. Thanks for biting. Look at that. There's a couple of doe right there. Oh, hi, babies. I think I scared them when I got up. They were coming down to get a drink of water. And then I had my back to them. And I stood up real quick to get my boat away from the rock. I'm up the North Fork, almost to Rattlesnake, and I'm fishing. I've been trying these pockets, these coves. You can see the transition from grass to rock there, and I am not getting anything. I've been scooting along here, going pretty quick, looking for bedfish, and I'm not finding anything. You would think, like up in here, back there in that cove. You think this would be a good area for them to bed. And I'm going pretty quick. The wind is really blowing today. It's blowing a lot harder than it was last week, so it's harder for me to see anything. But I still don't think they're up there making their beds yet. Well, I think they're making their beds, but I don't think the females have moved in. I still think they're out a little bit deeper. Seems like I'm only getting hits in about 8 to 10 feet. I really haven't drop shotted anything like 20, 30 feet or around there. I've been staying 10 foot or less for the most part. And this is definitely different than last week. There's no carp activity at all. I'll see a fish jump here and there, but that's it. I'm not finding any schools of bait fish. I'm just finding a ton of underwater trees, ton of underwater brush, that sort of thing. But I think the fish, it feels like the fish are on the bigger rocks instead of these little baby guys right here. Finally got one of these little guys, man. I've probably got about 10 to 15 hits on this guy right here so far. And finally I got one. I swear these things have the dullest hooks ever. Oh man, you just start doubting yourself. You're like, man, are those really hits? They feel like hits, but maybe they're bushes. There's a lot of bushes underwater, you know. And you just start doubting yourself that you're getting hits after a while. You get so many stinking hits on these things, but you know, it's so hard to, I don't know if my hook is extremely dull or what, but it's been extremely hard to hook one. Finally. You know what, I think I've had, I don't know, about 10 hits on this thing. That was the first one that actually, you know, I had on. All the rest just pulled down the keitech. And I'm like, well, I did set the hook. Maybe that was a bush. That could have been a bush. So, man, I'm just finally happy to have gotten one on that. I was thinking I was going crazy. There we go. It's another one on the MegaBass Okashira Screwhead. He's swimming right at the boat. What is going on? This guy's a little bit better. Ooh, boy. Guy thumped it. You're probably looking at the sky when I turn this GoPro on. He's not even that big. Oh, he's bigger than I thought, but boy, this guy thumped it hard. Oh, geez, man. Oh, I thought it was in his eye. Thank God it's not in his eye. It's just under it. Alright, this is my second one in about 15 minutes on this Okashira head. And I actually, I broke off another one on my wacky rig. In between this fish and the last fish. Oh. He's a fatty. Oh, he's peeing. Okay. So he's a male and he's getting ready to spawn. Boy, that guy thumped that sucker. Whew. All right, gotta love not having spot lock. I'm sitting right where I caught him. A lot of times spot will school up together, so I can usually catch one or two in the same location, but not when your boat sits right on top of where you caught it. Boy, that guy, he freaking thumped it, man. Could be the rod too. I changed to it's a medium. It's a medium finesse rod by Don Iovino. But boy, that's my second one. This is, I think this is a swing impact. I don't know. It's a keitech. I don't even know what color it is. It's like white and gray with purple flakes. The other one I got just right there on that point. And I missed one on a Senko. Well, I snapped one off on a Senko right there. So, I mean, I've hit 3 in the last 15 minutes. And I just said, screw it, and put it on 8-pound line. because that's the second fish I snapped today. I didn't feel like snapping any more fish, but boy, that last guy, he freaking thumped it, man. All right, got the third one off of the MegaBass Okashira Screwhead. Another keeper, not bad. This is the smallest one out of the last, I don't know, 3 or 4. I don't know, little guy, whatever. And I'm done. It's about 1:15. I got 6 in the boat today. Not too bad. 3 on a Senko, 3 on a MegaBass Okashira Screwhead with a keitech. It was definitely a lot tougher than last week. I still got a ton of hits, especially on the little Swimbait. Man, I got so many hits. I was doubting myself that they were actually hits for a while. I thought maybe they were just brush piles, but I ended up getting 3 on the Swimbait, and I don't know, I probably got about 10 hits or so, right around there. And I snapped 2 off on a wacky rig. I was using 6-pound line and set the hook, fought him for a second, snap. Well, one, I set the hook, felt him on there, it just snapped as soon as I set the hook. The other one, set the hook, started running for a second and snapped. It's just 6-pound line. So I think I'm going to go back up to 8. I don't want to keep putting, you know, hooks and bass's faces with Senkos swimming around, you know. The water right now, the water temp is 63.5. That's why I switched it back up to a Swimbait in the, you know, when the sun came out. I thought maybe they'd get a little bit more active, even though it's still cold outside. I thought maybe they'd get a little bit more active with the water temp warming up. Last week it only got up to about 60.5. Today it's 63.5. So I don't know. The last 3 I got were all on that Swimbait, so I think I made it a good decision there. I did not make it up all the way to Rattlesnake, all the way up to the powerhouse. Maybe I think I'm going to wait probably until maybe May. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it, you know. And confidence plays such a huge part in bass fishing. I just decided to turn around and start coming back out. I'm still a few miles away from the Granite Bay launch ramp. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back out next week.